All right, welcome to the money game, the winning rules to the money game for black people. Brothers and sisters, we're happy to bring to you another show here of the money game. Now we're coming to you right now on a weekly basis, but if you want to see us several times a week, if you want to see us on a daily basis, just let us know, let the TV channel know, and Stefan, my guy on the sounds and sights and sounds, we'll get together, we'll come to the studio and we'll make that happen for you. All right. Now we definitely want to hear from you. We want you to go to Facebook or Twitter, right? Put your questions, comment, Facebook and Twitter, and use hashtag the money game. You got it? Hashtag the money game or at Daryl Muhammad. Okay. My name is Daryl Muhammad, real estate investor, mentor, coach, trainer, entrepreneur, sales and marketing professional, have been for close to 30 years. Been trained by the best of the best in sales and marketing. Networker, network marketing, trained by the best in network marketing. Brothers and sisters, if you want to win, right? If you want to dominate, you have to learn from the best of the best. And that's what I did. But I'm here to tell you, it wasn't until I became a stockbroker for one of the top 4 major Wall Street firms that I realized, say, wait a minute. These guys are playing by different rules. They're different from what I learned and you've heard growing up, right? Money is the root of all evil, right? And all these other, dispowering money mantras, right? That's not what they're going by. They're going by, brothers and sisters, they're going by winning rules. They've discovered winning rules to the money game that increases their probability of winning the money game and dominating the money game. So from that point on, I was hungry. I said, okay, if I can learn these winning rules, then I can also win at the money game. So I was on my mission to discover and uncover the winning rules to the money game. And that's what I've done for over the past 20 some odd years. So what I bring to you, brothers and sisters, what we bring to you on this money game show is not theory, is not, what other people are saying, is not what's popular, is what I know for sure to be the winning rules to the money game. Because there's 2 sets of rules. There are winning rules and there's rules by what everybody else play by. So we're bringing you the winning rules. Now today we're going to talk about my favorite topic of the money game. My favorite topic of the money game, brothers and sisters, hands down by far, is freedom, financial freedom. Freedom, financial freedom, and how they are related. How freedom and financial freedom are related. Now, I'm of no mistake, right? I'm not delusion. I know for sure. Right? I know for sure, just as sure as you see me and hear my voice, I know for sure, brothers and sisters, the biggest secret that they have kept from us is the understanding of how money, the role that money plays in our freedom, justice, and equality. They do everything they can. They do everything they can to stop us from making that connection. They told us, let's see, get an education. You'll be free, right? You'll be equal. You won't have no more prejudice, no more racism. We got an education. And what's happening? Same thing. And they still tell us, go get an education, like that's the only opportunity for us, right? Or they say, well, vote, right? Vote. And that'll erase prejudice. That'll erase racism. You'll be able to vote people in the office, at the local level, and the state level, and the federal level. Vote. We've done that. We voted 2 terms of black president. And it seems like it's gotten worse for black people. It's gotten worse for black people, brothers and sisters. They've told us all kind of stuff, right? Maybe if we enter racial marriage, right? Then you'll feel equal. You'll be equal, right? Maybe if we give you a lot of money as an athlete, right? You can't protest, right? Because we gave you a lot of money. Maybe we give you a lot of money as an entertainer, but you can't protest. Ask Beyonce. You can't protest. You can't do that. Wait a minute. Well, say, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Because you're supposed to help us sell the lie and the deceit that you're equal now, right? There is no racism. But see, that's because, brothers and sisters, we don't understand the relationship between our freedom, justice, equality, and our money, our finance, us controlling our economy. And those who understand, those that know, they do everything within their power. I'm talking about everything. You imagine it, they'll do it to stop us from making that connection. Because they know once we make that connection, right, it's over. We will be free. We'll get the kind of freedom that we want, right? Now, if you don't believe me, if you think, oh, that's his opinion, I have a difference of opinion, right? Or, look at Oprah, look at Bob Johnson. Those are individuals. Those are individuals, brothers and sisters. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, right? No one person can rise above the condition of their people, right? Not one person. Oprah can't make enough money to raise up the wealth disparity for black people. I mean, she can't do it. We're a group of 40 to 50 million people with $1.3 trillion. She might be worth, what, 2-3 billion. That's a long way off for one boat to lift up all ships. Right, brothers and sisters? So this we have to understand. They will do everything they can, and they have done it to stop us from making that connection. The problem is this. Those of us who are conscious, right, have this black revolutionary consciousness, we're not interested in money. We just want to have enough money so we can protest and be black conscious and buy more books, right, and talk more blackness. Because we don't understand in all our consciousness, we haven't really made that connection, right? We'll protest and get together and organize against the system just to look around and say, well, who got the money? Who gonna give us the money? It requires money. And who comes to help us? The ones we protesting against, right? Because they understand, they made the connection that if you want freedom here in America, is directly related to your money, your finances, and you controlling your economy. That's the distribution, right? That's how money travels through a system and where it goes and who it empowers and who it's accessible to, the accessibility of capital. We have to be able to control that. Now you say, that's my opinion. That's what you say. I got a difference of opinion. I'm not giving you opinion, brothers and sisters. I'm giving you facts. If we're going to win at the money game, we have to play by the winning rules. We have to play by these rules so we can have an increased probability of winning and dominating at the game, right? So if you don't believe me, just go and do research and study, right? Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just go and study, brothers and sisters. Go and read. There's no excuse for us not to know if we want to know. It's called Google. It's called Bing. It's called Yahoo, right? Go and read. Go and study. It's a shame. I heard a saying, and you probably heard a saying growing up as a little boy. If you want to keep something, hide something from a Negro or a black person, put it in a book. And unfortunately, with all our degrees, with all our intelligence, that is still true today. Ask yourself when the last time you read a book. A non-fiction book, right? Not Harry Potter, non-fiction. When's the last time outside of school? See, because you have to read them for school. It's far and few in between. Far and few in between. So go study Black Wall Street. Go study Black Wall Street, brothers and sisters, and see what happened to us. Right? See what happened to us. Right? And then know that they destroyed Black Wall Street. They didn't kill a few people to send a message. They didn't hang a few people to send a message. They didn't block, our activity to send a new message, to send a message. They couldn't do it. That wouldn't have stopped us. So know what they did? They destroyed the whole black city. They destroyed every business, every home, every church, every law firm, everything. And they ran the people out of town, the ones that they couldn't kill. Babies were getting dropped and stepped on, brothers and sisters, right? They would light a house on fire knowing somebody was in it, and when they ran out of the house away from the fire, they'll shoot them down. Load up trucks and just ride through Black Wall Street and just kill our people, right? So that we would know the price that you would have to pay. If you want to play this money game, you want to win, you want to dominate, you want to attach it to freedom, because that's the only way we're going to be free in America, then this is the price that you'll have to pay. This is the price you'll have to pay. So that's why they'll reward Bob Johnson and all these others. We're not talking bad about them, because until somebody offer you, $15, $20 million, then how can we judge, right? As the Indians say, right? You can't judge a man until you walked a mile in his moccasins. It's easy for us to say who make $50, $60, $100,000. So see, he sold out for $20 million. So a whole lot of us conscious black folks will sell out for $20 million. You can't say what you wouldn't do until it's offered to you and you say, nah, I don't want it. All right? So we're not hating on our brothers and sisters. We love them, right? Because we can redeem them to our, freedom quest and attaching that money to freedom. So we won't need George Soros to give money to the Black Lives Matter movement. We'll say, no, George, you hold on to that money. These black millionaires and billionaires are going to give to us. We'll just take less, but we'll be free. See, when you're talking about freedom in finance, freedom is first. Financial freedom, that's the vehicle, that's the tool that you use. Finance can't come before freedom. Freedom has to come before finance, meaning that the objective and goal of money, of getting this money, at winning at the money game, at dominating the money game, so I can carry on the legacy of my people who brought us this far. Right? Sellouts haven't brought us this far in America as black people. Make sure you're clear on that. Sellouts haven't done that. Those that dared, right, that put their life on the line, that's how we got this far. So once we attach finances and money and understand, brothers and sisters, that's the only way we're going to truly be free, is we have to be independent. Right? Why is this the case? Why, Daryl, are you unequivocally, right, certain that our money, understanding and controlling our economy, where our money goes and how it flows? Why are you so certain that that's directly, right, directly connected, directly associated? You can't have freedom, justice, and equality if you don't know where your money going and you don't control your money. Somebody else determines your money, right? That's why entrepreneurship is so vitally important in this piece that I'm talking about here on the money game. Remember, if you hear something that you like, if a comment or a question comes to mind, go to Facebook or Twitter. Use hashtag #TheMoneyGame or use @Daryl Muhammad. I'm going to pull those questions down, those comments. We'll give you shout outs on the next show. We'll have a The Money Game question and answers where we'll answer just your questions. All right. So we have to understand. I mean, we can't be fooled. But why is it? Why do you take such a strong position, Daryl? Why are you so certain? You know why, brothers and sisters? Here's the thing. See, you have to understand, the language of America is not English. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it's not English. It's money. See, you missed it. It's money. The religion of America is not Christianity. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's money. The politics of America is not democracy. Well, it is if you look up the etymology of the word democracy, then it is. Demo means demon. But anyway, it's not democracy, right? The political politics in America is not democracy. It's money. Understanding money. Understanding how to use money for empowerment, brothers and sisters. See, this is the biggest secret that they kept from us. That's why they're quick to want to give our black businesses contracts, right? City contracts, right? Or some big white company will partner with us, right? So now our revenue from one source, right, is enough to where as if that money is gone, we out of business. That's why they do that, brothers, because they know that we can't let that happen. We got to buy into their company, right? We have to either buy their company like Ebony and Jet, or we have to buy their company like BET, or we have to invest hundreds of millions of dollars and push you out there as a successful black entrepreneur. But we're in the background with the finances, working the finances. So if you ever want to go super pro-black, you willing to jeopardize this lifestyle? You willing to jeopardize this money? You willing to jeopardize being pushed out on TV and radio, your fame? And if you are, then we'll just, find something you're doing, right? And put that out and embarrass you. Find something you're doing, bring you in the court. And if we don't put you in jail, we'll keep you in court long enough to bankrupt you. See, brothers and sisters, that's the biggest secret. That's the biggest secret. So the politics is not democracy, it's money. It's money. And even the economy of America is not capitalistic or capitalism or free enterprise alone. It's not just that alone, right? It's money and understanding how money is used to empower ourselves, to empower our friends, and here's the part, don't get scared, and to punish our enemies. Those that understand, right, what capitalism and what free enterprise really is in the fullest sense is to empower yourself for your friends, right, and to punish your enemies. Because we get punished economically if we step outside the boundaries, right? We step outside the boundaries, we get penalized. You lose your job, they pull back contracts, they don't give you, your registrations, your permits, and all the stuff that they use to regulate industries. So brothers and sisters, until we realize that black people, until we just come to that resolve, stop fighting it. Stop saying, if we get a black as a president, that'll do it. If we get black as a police chief, that'll do it. If we get black as a mayor, that's do it. If we get black over the school board, that'll do it. Right? Isn't it interesting that they've told us everything or all these other things that would help us be equal, that would help overcome 450, now 61 years of this condition? They tell us everything but money. They tell us all these other things, but they don't tell us money. Why don't they tell us money? They tell you buy a house, go get a college degree, get you a good job, go become an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer. See, they tell you go get a job, but they don't tell you really the winning rules to the money game, so that we can empower ourselves. They don't tell you how to pool your resources, right? And go buy you a politician. See, that sounds strange to us, but that's common to those that dominate the money game. They buy politicians. It's called political action committees, PACs. But that's for another show. All right, that's for another show. We just first have to understand and be resolved in our minds of this connection between free enterprise, between freedom and finances. Freedom and finance. Whoever controls your money controls your life, controls your money. Doesn't matter how much it is. Whoever controls it controls your life, brothers and sisters. We will always be in this condition, or worse. We'll always be in this condition. We'll always be at the bottom unless we realize and understand this to be a fact. Stop arguing it. Stop swimming in the Kool-Aid that they give the masses of our people to the solution to our problem. Well, see, if they had body cams, that'll help. We got videos now, and it didn't help. If they had body cam, see, if they had a police civil review board, that'll help. Help. We don't need no help. We need some solutions, right? We don't need help, Stevan. We need solutions, man. We need something that's going to solve the problem. That's what solution means. It's going to solve the problem, not, help. You know what help means? Help means if I stab a 6-inch knife in your back, I pull it out 1 inch. That's help. But you still got 5 inches in my back. You know what that means? That means I'm going to bleed to death. But if I pull the knife out and stitch it up and patch it up and give it medical attention, then I can live, see? That's what we have to do. We have to get the solution that's going to pull the knife completely out of our back so we can stitch it up, patch it up, and put a bandage on it. Does that make sense? We want to hear from you. Go to Facebook, go to Twitter, hashtag The Money Game, or at Daryl Muhammad, brothers and sisters. This is why they pick the few out of us. That's why they grab the best of the best of the best of the best, right? And they pull them out to give them examples so we can have examples. See, that's why you need to go to college. See, that's why you need to hook up, with some beneficent white person, right? They don't never say go unite. Right? They don't say get with your black athletes and black entertainers and you all put together a what they call it, a venture capital group. They don't tell you that. You know why? Because they want you to come to their venture capital group, right? So they can invest in your brain power. So they can invest in your idea and get 50% and become rich off of your idea. They're not going to tell you to do that, brothers and sisters. Who does that? Right? Who does that? Who encouraged you to become their competitor? They don't do that. That's why you and I have to understand the educational system is designed and programmed to produce employees, not entrepreneurs. That you have to get. That you have to learn from informal education that will make you a fortune. There is no other way. Right? You can go to the best of the best colleges, even Harvard, Yale, Wharton School of Business. The curriculum is still designed, right? So you can go into a company and be a good employee. They have entrepreneur classes. Some university, give you a degree in entrepreneurship, but it's far and few in between, right? And I'm sure there's a lot to be desired, but I can rest assured they're probably not in any black colleges, not that I know of, HBCUs, right? I went to TSU. There wasn't one there. Is there one there now, Stevan? Stevan getting his master's degree at TSU. That's what we have to do. Those of us who know better, do better. And as Stokely Carmichael said, each one, teach one. But now with social media and with television networks that's available now, it can be each one teach hundreds. Each one teach hundreds, not each one teach one, right? Because we have institutions that are working against us, right? And producing employees in a certain mindset that's against our freedom, financial freedom quest, right? By the thousands, and we're trying to teach one, each one teach one. right? We got to teach to the masses, brothers and sisters. If we're not winning, we're losing. If we're not winning at the money game, we're losing. We just have to accept this fact, right? That our freedom, justice, and equality is directly connected with our finances, our money, right? And our ability to control our economy, right? We got to lock down our economy, brothers and sisters. We have to have more entrepreneurs to go into our community and compete. See, all we're doing is going to college and compete in a work environment. What about, in the free enterprise, in our community? What about competing against the you buy, we fry? Can't nobody cook better than black folks. They shouldn't even be able to exist. What about the nail shop? Right? What about the nail shop? What about all these other areas? Just driving our community to see who's posted up there. That's not one of us. And compete. See, the ultimate competition is in free enterprise. It's not no job. It's free enterprise. Who create the jobs? Free enterprise create the jobs, right? We hear these statistics in our community. Unemployment among the teens is double national average. Unemployment in the black community is double national averages. You know how you solve unemployment problem? Create jobs. Create jobs that hire people, brothers and sisters. So we have to resolve in our mind, and some of us, enough of us, have to make the commitment, right? That I'm going to play the money game with winning rules, not to win, but to dominate, right? To empower myself, my family, my community. I understand now that our freedom, justice, and equality is directly related to our money, our wealth, us controlling our economy. Brothers and sisters, hopefully you got something from today's show. Please leave us your comments, give us your questions. Go to Facebook, Twitter, hashtag The Money Game, or at Daryl Muhammad. I'll go through there. I'll give you some shout outs. I'll pull the questions. We'll answer your question. Brothers and sisters, as always, we'll see you at the top. Oh, but before we leave, remember to be a part of the solution and stop being part of the problem. We have to become conscious black consumers. Conscious black consumers. First, we got to be conscious. Then we got to buy black and buy the things that we consume. Consumable products. Products that we buy every day, every week, every month. Find somebody black that sells them. Find a business that sells them. A black business that sells products that we buy every day, every week, every month. And that way we can circulate the dollars. And the more we do it, the more we build momentum in the circulation of our black dollars among us. And then we'll be on the right track to freedom and financial freedom. And as always, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our black community deserves your very best, brothers and sisters. We'll see you next time on The Money Game.